Have you ever wanted to know about the future, love, dreams, money, sex and bodies?
Well, then you're in luck because we read tarot cards.
And we do it seriously.
We know we're being funny, but it's real. Real magic.
We used to be an Instagram live show.
And then a live show in front of an audience.
Yay! And now, a podcast.
So sit back, relax, and trust the process.
Welcome to The Tarot Show. Hey, hey.
Hi there.
Hey. Welcome to The Tarot Show.
My name is Hannah Garces.
My name is Dickie Copeland.
Got that out of the way.
So relaxed, so comfortable, so ready. How you doing, Han? Oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh my God.
Dropped a battery.
I'm okay. I'm tired today.
Yeah?
Yeah. I think it's just that winter post-holiday.
Yeah.
Just kind of a sleepy time.
Yeah, I'm tired today too.
Yeah.
But for a different reason. Mama came home at 7:30 a.m.
Oh!
I thought you heard me coming in. Yeah, you didn't?
I just knew that you had not come home. It's like, I kept the light on for you.
I appreciate that. It is so funny to come home in the morning and turn the outside light off. Like, well, that was sweet of her. Didn't need it though.
I peeked out the door, gave a knowing it's like knocking, was it Casey Affleck? No, it's Ben Affleck knocking at the door, hoping that.
Oh, at the end of Good Will Hunting.
Yeah. He's like, hell yeah, brother.
That has been your attitude towards me. Like, every day I hope. Every day when I close the door at night. And it's just me inside like, hi. Hi, Hannah. Want to watch Bravo? But finally last night, your wish came true.
Yay.
The prisoner became who was once imprisoning I am now the new prisoner.
You were ensnared.
I was ensnared. I fell for the oldest trick in the book. I really did.
Which is?
Let's just go home and cuddle. What if you came over and we just cuddled? And what's crazy is I could have said the words. The prisoner said the words to me, but I could have said the words because I was like, that's a genius idea. And I absolutely think we should do that. And I'm 100% on board that that's all we're doing. And folks, that's not all we did.
No.
But also, folks, the prisoner is moving.
Yeah.
So it was sort of a last hurrah. It was goodbye drinks is what it was. And so we bless him on his way.
Truly.
Yeah.
I love you, big guy.
We really do.
If you're listening to this.
That's what he was like. He's like, I'm going to listen to the tarot show when I probably am driving cross country. And I was like, I talked about you. He's like, whoa, really? I was like, yeah. And now I'm like, really talking about it. I love that it didn't deter me. I'm like, well,
just done.
Sorry.
Don't be mad at us, please. We love you.
I have a disseminating moon. I'm going to talk about it. Also, I have only 5 stars to give. So
yeah,
huge rave review.
Yeah.
Wonderful experience. And now we're both sitting here doing a little podcast. You know, when your mind keeps flashing back to it, and you're like, oh, yeah.
Whoa, yeah.
I did that. Oh, man, I did that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I did.
Sometimes it's better than the actual thing.
I do agree.
When you're just in the memory.
Yeah. Because in the moment, you can be a little tired. I was telling you, I'm like, I haven't been on the Peloton in a minute. If I really thought this was going to happen, I would have walked the reservoir once.
Yeah.
Get my heart rate up. But yeah, he also too, Hannah, I have already told you this, of course, at 8 a.m. told you everything, but just about how I asked him when I went over there for a sweater to sleep in, a soft sweater, and he gave me the best sweater. It was this unbelievably cute, big, soft brown kind of cashmere mohair type, East Coast Paul Newman type sweater, and I put it on, and I caught a glimpse of myself in the mirror. It was so cute. Perfect color for me. And I was like, I'm stealing this. And he was like, I know he gave me like a nicer sweat. He gave me one he knew I would like.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm going to take this. And he was like, laughed. And then in my head, I was like, oh no, I can't take it.
Right.
He's moving. He needs his
He
good.
loves it.
Yeah. He gave me his nice sweater. And I'm just like, okay. So then I tried to look in the label so I could buy it, like hunt it down on Depop or something. And he'd cut the label out to make it more comfortable. So there was no label in it.
So you just had to have it in that moment.
Yeah.
You had to enjoy it in that moment.
It was ephemeral. So now I'm flashing back, listeners, not to what we did, but to being in that sweater.
Oh, what a beautiful and powerful detail.
I was like Julie Delpy in that sweater.
Oh, wow. Damn.
I could do anything I wanted in that sweater.
It's so clutch when guys give you a really good item.
Right?
To like sleep in.
Best move.
Yeah.
Absolute best move.
Guys who are listening.
Yes.
Let her sleep in your really nice, soft stuff.
Go to your closet right now. Pull your biggest, best sweater up to the front.
Yes.
And manifest your way to that moment.
Yes. Something that's going to make her feel like, I'm like little like Jennifer Love Hewitt with my sleeves all the way up to my fingertips. I'm just a little baby.
That's how I felt. I was like, oh, what if I blow away inside this sweater? Like Piglet.
Aww.
Just a little, as thin as a kite string in it. It was so nice. Anyways, I love that sweater. I guess we could do a podcast.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm like sitting here with headphones on, holding a microphone, just being like, meh.
I know that's the problem when you get on a topic you could talk about for forever.
Yeah.
And like cutie boys, you can talk about them for ages.
Yeah.
And the indie movie of it all. Oh man.
Ugh. We wish you well. We wish you well from prisoner to traveler.
Yeah. If you're on a highway right now, here, this is what I'm picturing. The prisoner driving. It's like one of those long straight highways. It's really late at night. He's like, holy hell, this bitch is talking about it. Yeah. But he's laughing.
Yeah, he's begrudgingly.
Yes. He's a little nervous, but he's laughing.
Yeah.
And then it's like late at night. He's probably got, like a little like a Diet Dr. Pepper open or something. Like something random from a gas station.
Yeah, it's like in Oklahoma.
Yes. And it's like hot.
It's hot.
Windows down.
And
he's just...
Or maybe it's going to be really cold.
Oh, yeah, maybe.
Isn't there like a crazy storm? Be careful when you're driving, buddy.
Okay, hold on. I'm shifting the scene. Wipe that first scene. Okay, chains on the tires.
Hot coffee.
Hot coffee. Windows up. Heated seat on. We sat in the car and I was like, these 3 lines, buddy.
Yeah.
I could talk forever about those heated seats. I think I called them the OG panty dropper.
Yes, I remember that.
And that maintains
It really did.
Truth to the day. Yeah. A true statement is always a true statement. Is always a true statement. Anyways, yeah, please be safe. And it's like us waving from like inside the radio or whatever. Yeah. Well, this is one of our deep dive episodes. Where we talk specifically about a card. And this one we are talking about
the High Priestess.
And we're going to talk about the symbolism on the card, her in a love reading, reversed, some pairs of her, kind of talk about the general vibes. But before that, because this isn't one of our regular tarot show episodes, we don't have to cleanse any of the tarot decks or the space, but we do have to cleanse these dirty bodies of ours. Both of us have dirty girl bodies. And
shameful, sinful.
I know, Pilgrim. I kicked off my little buckle boots. And knocked him. Time for kissing.
Especially if you listen to our last episode or 2 ago where we were bemoaning no one kissing at our parties.
That's
and not
true.
respecting mistletoe culture.
That's right.
And so you were proactive about that.
I said 2024. That's what happened. You and I said it was going to be different.
Yeah. So it's time for kissing.
This is a kissing year.
Buckle up.
I think if you're listening, just know that you're in a kissing year.
Yeah. It's kissy time.
So like get your chapstick,
Mm-hmm.
put your sweaters in the front of your closets.
Get your COVID booster.
Get that new one.
Get the new boost.
Get that new boost. Boost yourself.
Boost yourself.
Boost yourself, honey. Boost it. And then also, you know, just like this is the year. Take that action.
Yeah.
Let's run towards it.
Yeah.
Let's drive across the country towards it.
Yes.
Get that job. Get that kiss.
Yes.
Okay.
So we're going to cleanse our bodies.
Yes. My brain is already like so off track. Hannah, from the womb to the tomb. Oh man.
Mm-hmm.
Tastes like freedom.
Yeah.
Tastes like January 6th. Oh my god. The listeners are like, wait a minute.
Wait. I know. We joke around a lot, and I wonder if anyone's ever like, wait, are they low key? Is this it? No.
Are they incels?
Are they incels? Are they QAnon incels? Huh.
Interesting. They keep talking about how funny Trump is. Thought they were joking.
When he said about Nikki Haley, it's like, she's a globalist. She loves to globe.
She loves to
She loves to globe. And then you told me about how he wants to build a physical dome.
Yeah, he said that he wants to put a dome over the United States and that we would build it inside the United States. I love building it inside the United States to put it over the United States. It's like wall, no more wall.
No more wall.
We're not building the wall, building the dome.
Build the dome.
Build the dome. Like to the dome. The dome is just the funniest word also too for him to be saying.
Yes.
But just like, it's going to be a beautiful dome. Shiniest dome you ever seen. It's like, yeah, okay. You know, like think of all the money we'll save, like not buying like sunscreen and umbrellas. And
It's a tinted dome.
it's one of those domes that changes in the day, like those
transition
sunglasses.
lenses.
Did you have a kid in your elementary school that had transition lenses?
No, but my college boyfriend's dad had them, and he was really grumpy one time when I was up there visiting, and like they weren't transitioning back. He's like, I look like a fucking one of 3 fucking blind mice, and he was like, So that's always what I think of when I think of transition lenses.
Oh, that's funny. I have to sip my Coors Light. That's too funny. Yeah, I remember a kid in our elementary school had transition lenses, and it was one of those things where it's like when you're like in the 7th grade and you look like you're about to audit someone. You know what I mean? Like out on the recess, like out on the blacktop, just like you know, like a little pencil behind the ear kind of vibes, or like you're pulling up to like the country club. Mm-hmm. It's just it's so adult on a kid, I think.
Yes.
I was like, yeah, okay, like protect looking cool, kid.
Hey, Leonard.
Yeah. Oh, hey, Angie. Yeah, let's go inside. Let's take them back down. Cuties. So we've cleansed our bodies. That's great.
And then we're going to do some blessings and curses.
Yeah.
Do you got a blessing in your heart?
I have a blessing. Actually, I'm really excited because in our last podcast, anyone who's listening along in sort of in order knows that we've had trouble finding. We've had this little blessings bell my sister gave me. Love her. She's gold. She's engraved. She's really like legit, and I'm obsessed with it. And then we've been trying to find something for curses, and we were like knocking on the table, and I got us something, and so stick around for that. Wait for that to blow your hair back. But for now, blessings. I would like to bless Hannah. Well, no. Yeah, I'll bless you.
No.
Actually, you know, in truth, we should bless our friend's new little baby that just joined us yesterday. Miss Lily is a brand new baby in the world, just born yesterday, and we should just bless her in general.
Yes.
because we love her and we got to see her and she's so beautiful.
Yeah, we love Lily Simone.
Yeah. So beyond blessing Lily, a very serious thing.
Yes.
I also am going to take a moment to bless something near and dear to me, which is in movies when there's British people and it's Christmas and they're wearing like paper crowns.
Oh yeah, they love those things.
Yeah, like it's one of those things that I've like you sort of like see. And like I was like, like in your Bridget Jones' Diary and, The Holiday. And I've always like been like, I really want that.
Yeah.
I love that. Like, them all sitting around a table wearing paper crowns.
Yeah, it's really cute.
I know. Like, why don't we do that?
Let's start doing it.
Well, I did try to do it this Christmas. I got those little like crackers that have a paper crown. But then I don't know if it's just like Americans have human growth hormones. So we have huge heads. We just the domes under the dome, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like our paper crowns are like ripping around our heads. I was like, okay, I don't know if we got baby kid paper crowns or what,
Or just have big brains.
those huge. Yeah, that's what Americans are known for.
Big brains.
With big old brains. The extra large, double XL brain. So, but anyways, I love that so much, and every time I see it, I'm like, yes.
Yeah. It's so cute. Also, it's an uncharacteristically cute thing for like a culture that I don't associate cute with.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. That it's like, I associate like lad culture.
Right.
And like Love Island.
Right. Or even like Cozy Christmas is sort of like a Charles Dickens, like.
Yeah.
There's like a darkness.
Gothic.
Yes.
A gothic Christmas to it. And then they're all inside wearing little paper crowns.
Yeah.
Popping crackers.
Mm-hmm.
Like, okay.
Okay.
Anyways, I just know that brings me happiness and I would like to bless it.
Bless it. More of that.
Lighting a candle for that.
Beautiful.
2 equal things I wanted to bless.
Well, I'm sure we'll talk about Lily more at some point.
Yeah, we gotta, especially once we get her chart down.
Yeah. And have her mom's hoe ass on here.
That slut.
And that little hoe bag.
She did it, man.
She really did it.
I can't believe it.
Yeah.
Made the whole baby.
Made the whole baby.
And now it's done. Now it's out. Just like
chilling among us.
I was gonna say like a lasagna. Fully cooked. Ready
so
to go.
Cute.
So cute. Little long little toes. Oh. I know. Okay, Hannah, do you have a blessing in your heart?
Yeah, I would love to bless donkeys. Because they're just so cute.
Strong little donkeys.
Strong little donkeys.
Oh, do you want to tell the prisoners in their cars why we love strong little donkey?
Strong little donkey is a phrase that Kelsey, Dickie's sister, said to her in the midst of, I guess you could call professional chaos when there was a moment where, as in many industries, in an imploding society,
in stage capitalism,
in late stage capitalism, we're all very scared, and so Dickie was soldiering through. And her sister sent her a text like, how's it going? I know you're being a strong little donkey, taking one step in front of the other.
And I read that to you and we laughed because it was so accurate.
Yes.
That's exactly how I felt. But also you just want to bless donkeys in general.
Yeah, because they're so cute. I highly recommend, I think it's Irish. It's a donkey sanctuary that I follow on Instagram. And they're just so cute.
Oh, what's that handle? Can you hit us with the handle?
Yes, I can. Hold on.
I've seen a video of a donkey recognizing the woman that like raised it as a baby and it running over and like braying.
They're just so cute, and I like how they're kind of stubborn.
Yeah.
And
the ear ratio is good too.
Yes, the ear ratio is good. They're like kind of fuzzy, and I loved Small One. Remember that cartoon? That's a Christmas cartoon. Yeah. And also like Donkey from Shrek is funny.
That's true. Donkey.
What are you doing in my swamp? Okay.
Hey now, you're a donkey.
Get your hooves on.
Go bray. No, go bray.
Go bray.
Go brazy.
Go brazy. Okay, so it's Donkey Sanctuary Ireland.
Yeah, that's good.
And they're so adorable and just, and it's like we're going through like, I love frogs, but I feel like now frogs are having their moment.
They are.
Cats are always in. Llamas had a moment. Owls had a moment.
Baby goats.
But now I think like, and for a second I thought camels were going to finally get their moment, but they never quite popped off. They're the Rita Ora of animals. But I think donkeys could have a moment.
They deserve it.
They deserve it.
I'll tell you that much.
They're strong little donkeys.
Also, you got a donkey in the nativity.
Yep.
Bearing our Lord Jesus.
Yeah.
Or baby Jesus.
Carting Mary's pregnant ass around. So.
Yeah, okay.
I just like little donkeys.
Yeah, light up the candle. Hannah is removing a little hair from the wax.
I think it's like one of the cat's whiskers that got like lodged in there. They're so wild.
Little witch tip. Cat whiskers, if you ever find them around your house, if you have a cat, you save them for like manifesting spells and stuff. Supposedly a little whisker has a lot of like juju to it.
Power.
Yeah. So if you ever see one, don't throw it away. Like think of like, your own eyelash that you're like, make a wish.
Oh yeah.
It's like kind of like that.
Cute.
Yeah. Hunk just got in my lap too.
Oh.
He's like, Mom, you're finally home. You scared me. Where were you?
Where were you?
Where were you?
I don't want another brother. I hate Lyle so much. Please don't bring another guy in here.
What's funny is those videos where kids are told that they're having a sibling and they start crying.
Yeah.
That makes me laugh.
Yeah. That was me.
That was you?
When this is probably not very nice, but whatever. When my mom told me about my youngest brother.
Yeah.
So I was like in 3rd or 4th grade.
Yeah.
And I was always very well behaved, but I like literally threw a tantrum. I threw myself on the floor and started crying because I was right to do so.
Yeah.
In retrospect.
You knew what was coming.
I was like, wow, I'm going to be raising a baby, huh? And
We
you're
have
not
news
going to
for
pay
you.
attention to me.
You're having a baby.
You're having a baby. You're 10 and thank you for the free labor.
Yeah. How are your lunch making skills?
Yeah. They got really good.
Yeah. You love changing diapers, right?
Love it. Friends going to the mall? Nope, not you.
Not you, my friend. Babysitting for money? Ha ha.
Haha.
Ha
Good
ha.
one. But I love my little brother, but also like,
Well, that has nothing to do with it, right?
yeah, it's not his fault.
No. And it's just one of those things. Yeah. Like asking, I think sometimes it's, I can tell you had to grow up fast sometimes.
Yeah.
It's like my girls, you have been a donkey.
I have. Oh my God. I'm
Carrying
the
the
donkey.
I'm the donkey. You're the strong little donkey.
I'm the strong little donkey. Oh my
one
God.
step in,
Little
one little
burro.
hoof. Yeah, the little burro.
Or burra. Little burrito.
Burrita. Burrita. That's a little quesadilla you dip in sauce, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yum.
Yeah.
Well, blessings to you, Han.
Thanks.
And
To all the little donkeys out there, stay strong.
we're with you.
It gets better.
It does get better.
Or maybe it doesn't. I don't know. Okay. Now it's time for
Curses. Just scared the shit out of my cat. Kind of funny to have a goat yell after all this donkey talk too. Well, I don't know if people could write in and say if they like it or not, but we're never going to see it. But feel free to let us know how you feel about that. Curses. It's the way it ends. Like it doesn't taper off. Like it tapers off, and I do think it's human.
Yeah.
That's the part that makes it is at the very end, the last second. Ready? Like that's like a roller coaster yell.
That's crazy.
Yeah. But it's a button with a big goat screaming on it. So we'll bring that to our show.
Yeah, we might have to post a little video of that.
Yeah. He is my favorite possession right now. I'm not going to lie. Okay, great. So
Awesome.
back to curses. I would like to curse when you are sneezing
Uh-huh.
and you cough at the same time.
Ugh.
Because you weren't planning on that. You just thought you were going to sneeze.
Right.
But then it's like we all have long COVID.
Right.
I have long COVID.
I have long COVID.
I have long COVID.
I can't breathe. I can't breathe.
And like, so when all that wind goes through, you know, you just kind of sometimes you just cough at the same time now.
Yeah.
The fuck? Also, it's like, sorry for the exorcism. Do you know what I mean? Like, if anyone's around you, like, Jesus Christ, like, what a sound. Like, I scare myself. It's like I press that button myself. Do you know what I mean? Like, you're just like, and my sneezes are usually cute. I have like little like achoo sneezes. I have
you have
100.
cute
I'll
little
do
sneezes.
100 of them.
Right.
A lot of them all at once, but I like usually sneeze in threes. It's really weird, but not when I do that coughing, because I'm like, wow, that's like the most I think that's the most embarrassing sound a body can make.
A cough over like a burp or a
sneeze.
toot.
Yeah, like no, I mean like the sneeze cough,
Oh yeah.
where you're like, you think you're sneezing and then you do this like,
What is it?
it's like
Kind of like Wilhelm scream adjacent.
yeah.
Huh.
I don't know. It's just I think it should be cursed.
Yeah, get it out of here. Especially because like sneezing isn't fun, but there at least is like the relief.
Yeah.
And it feels like kind of good when it's
Yeah.
like coming out. And I think that is ruined. That's marred by the cough.
Agreed.
So it's like taking away the one kind of redeeming quality of a sneeze.
Exactly.
That's fucked.
It's rude.
It's really rude.
And it's uninvited.
You can't come.
And it's cursed.
Get
Now
it
I
out.
blow out the candle.
Yeah. Nice.
That'll do it. All right, Hannah.
Okay. I want to curse every fiction novel coming out these days that has like girl in the title. Enough. Because what does that start with? The Gone Girl, and
Yeah.
then it's like the girl on the train, the
Yeah.
girl, or the girl with the girl with the dragon tattoo. I
Yes.
guess kind of predates those
Yes.
things, and it's just like stop.
Yeah.
The girl this, the girl this. I like it. No,
What else can the girl do?
she's tired.
Leave the girl alone. Wow. They're putting the girl through so much stuff.
Yeah.
I know, it's funny. The girl.
The girl. It's just like this weird marketing thing that every book is named that.
Yeah.
And it's just like, don't do that.
The
If you're-
girl who.
The girl who.
Yeah.
The girl in the girl. It's just like, I only care about the girl from Ipanema. She's the only girl who I know who's having fun. The other girls are going crazy.
What if in like a year it like morphs to like the girly who?
The girly. Oh my God.
The girly who saw the guy. the girly in the gauchos.
The girly pop who saw too much.
The girly pop. The girly pop who's in hiding.
So yeah. Just enough.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you for that. I'm tired of it too now.
Yeah.
Now I feel like I'm gonna see it everywhere and I'm gonna be like lazy.
Lazy.
Like, and no, she didn't.
And she didn't do anything.
It also is that thing where it sounds like a little kid's book.
Yeah. Yeah, it is sort of like infantilizing us.
Yeah.
And too, I think I feel bad for the authors who like write a book and then
Yeah.
their publisher or whoever is like, we know that these books sell.
Yeah.
And it's like, I wanted to call my book whatever. And it's like,
Yeah.
no, it's going to be The Girl Who Fell from the Christmas Tree. And it's like, what?
Yeah. It's like how TV shows always had American blank.
Yeah.
Like American Housewife, American
Yes.
Dad.
Yeah.
You know, just like
American Horror Story.
American Horror Story. Yeah, there's like so many American things. And I remember hearing that it was a marketing thing where it's like in award season, if you're an A, you're at the top.
Oh.
And so there's a lot of like American for that reason.
Oh.
But like also too, it's just, yeah, it's like a marketing thing where like, well, we know they like it.
Yeah.
So just do that.
Wow.
I'm sure you're right, but they had like crazy weird titles that were probably pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
And then they got washed in the system.
Mm-hmm.
Damn, good curse hand.
Thanks.
Should we move on?
Yes. Wow.
Move her right along. Yeah, take a sip.
Yep. Although I think a kind of meandery episode makes sense for the High Priestess.
This is true. Can you elaborate?
Yeah. So on this High Priestess deep dive, she is ruled by the moon.
Yeah.
Her element is water. And she's about dreams, intuition, the subconscious.
Right. Like you have to kind of quiet the mind
Mm-hmm.
to let the deeper thoughts come through.
Mm-hmm.
And so there's sort of this idea that in a meandering episode, you actually kind of talk about the real stuff.
Yes.
Because you didn't plan anything. So you're not like, here's our little like agenda, our outline and agenda.
Mm-hmm.
You kind of just are like, well, naturally the water flows
Yes, exactly.
towards the sea.
Mm-hmm.
Would you call the High Priestess the girl in the robe? The girl under the moon?
The girl under the moon.
The scary girl in the temple.
She's a little freaky.
She is a little freaky. There's an element of her too that is like unattainable.
Yes, she's an enigma.
Yes. Can you tell our little baby our enigmettes listening about sort of being in the major arcana and how she's like the fool's journey of it all?
Right. So if the first card is the magician that we talked about last time, which is, all about like mastery and manifestation, the next step in that, it's like very like things that are like top of mind and like the action. This is more of a going inward step and checking in with that part of yourself and listening to your gut.
Yeah.
And also bringing the darker things to the surface, because she is ruled by the moon, which is like bringing light to the dark.
Yeah. Solstice kind of.
Yes, totally. And like she sits, there's this woman in a robe, and she's sitting with like the curtain behind her is the pomegranates, which is like the underworld, the story of Persephone, like Persephone's journey from the underworld in Hades or with Pluto, and then like going up in the springtime. And then that just sort of like, kind of lost my thought, but you know what I mean? She's just like, she's bringing things to this from the darkness to the surface. She's not afraid of like, the dark, serious, taboo topics.
She's willing to go to the dark side of the moon.
Yeah.
And that maybe there's even something kind of like special about that. Embracing it. Yeah. Isn't it funny how if the magician is like external power, the High Priestess is like internal power.
Yes.
And it is kind of funny about how like when you think of like the magician, like a man with like supreme confidence.
Yeah.
But then you think of a woman with supreme confidence, and she has like there's something, our culture kind of ascribes this like scariness to her, but that there is something like really important about like, because you can't be swayed.
Right.
Like you already know. So why would anyone change your mind? Because
right. Yes. This is just a deep knowing.
The supreme.
Yes.
Surprise, bitch.
Surprise, bitch.
I love the idea of the High Priestess also really in her role in like exploring mysteries, and like that the mysteries are more inside than they are outside. And those are remember we were talking about swords, and you were talking, and I was saying that I read that they were the most painful suit in the deck, and you were talking about how, because what is really scary are like thoughts.
Yeah.
And it is like the brain that is actually like has more power to torture you than like other stuff. High Priestess feels like a lot of that sort of really codified.
Yes.
Interesting. Let's see. Inner self, intuition, all of that. Do we want to talk specifically about some of the
symbols?
Yeah.
Or the imagery?
Like that scripture in her lap, the little Torah?
Yeah, she's holding the Torah, and because she is sort of like a guardian of like the sacred, and so there's like a deep spirituality about her too. And she's sitting in between these two columns that have a B and a J on them for Boaz and Yakin, which are Hebrew, and they were temples that were outside of the temple of King Solomon, who was like a figure who represents great wisdom. So she is wise, she's spiritual. She's like tying all of those things together.
Yes. And the columns are black. One is black and one is white.
Mm-hmm.
So she is sort of the balance between the opposites.
Yes.
I like too that I saw somewhere written that like you can only see some of the words on that Torah, and it's about like hidden knowledge as well.
Mm-hmm.
And some of the knowledge has to be like, you can't just read it. You have to go find it.
Yes.
Only those who know can enter.
Damn.
She reminds me of like in Indiana Jones on the ride when you look into the eye.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh no. But then you have the ride of your life.
Then you're going on in that, and it's a Jeep thing.
It's a Jeep thing. You know, my favorite thing to do is to drive.
Mm-hmm.
And then I love to turn around and be like, you guys, there's no gas pedal. There's no brake pedal. I can't actually, this wheel doesn't turn. These buttons don't push. Everyone's like, okay. And then just spend the whole time like screaming like that goat scream.
Yes.
As you go around the corners. But yes, I think that there is sort of this like entrance to a temple for her. She's like beckoning you.
Mm-hmm.
Come on inside. Listen to your inner voice is what she says.
Yes.
Any more on the symbolism for her?
Symbols. I think we covered the pomegranate.
Yeah, I love listening to you do that. You're really good at it.
Thanks.
Boaz.
Boaz.
Joaquin Phoenix.
Joaquin Phoenix. Very wise.
A wise man.
Boaz is afraid.
Should we talk about if you see this card in some spreads?
Mm-hmm.
Like, how about if we see her in like reversed?
Reversed. I would say that there is something about, obviously, like the obvious would be like you need to like check in with yourself. But I was also reading about how it's like notice recurring images and symbols and be open to seeing signs.
Yes. I love that thing where you're like, play me a song that will let me know. Like when you're out in the world and then you kind of hear like ramble on or something.
Yeah, yeah.
And you're like, oh, there's the answer.
Yeah.
I saw one too I like a lot that's like if you see it reverse, it's about reminding you that you don't need approval. You know, that like you can like it's extra strong, like being like about this feeling of like trust yourself. But like, you know, maybe other people aren't trusting you, but that doesn't mean you shouldn't trust you. It means you should extra trust you.
Yes. Wow.
How about her in a love reading?
Well, if it's a new person or a new relationship, I think it represents someone who is very enigmatic and isn't going to show their cards right away.
You know, it's funny because
I'm glad.
I know the prisoner and I were talking and God bless him. And I was like, I was having the time of my life, like really talking about it. Like that's the beauty too, when someone's kind of like going away or whatever, is like, you know, you kind of get to like really like dive into it, you know, and ask the questions that like, you know, and I was kind of like, we were kind of talking about in a very frank, loving way about why we sort of never, ever got together, like in a relationship, you know? And, I was sort of theorizing on it or whatever. And then, you know, me, I was just like, well, maybe it's timing or whatever. And he's like, well, Dickie, he goes, there has always been a gap between us. And I was like, immediately locked in, like, whoa, what?
What the fuck?
Yeah. And then when he went to the bathroom, I wrote it down. Hold on. I know I read this to you already, Han, but
I love it.
He said to me, and I will remind our little baby priestesses at home listening that I am a Cancer Sun, Capricorn rising, Pisces moon, which is, it does have a lot of like, you know, like can be hard, but also weirdly enigmatic with that Pisces moon, and the Capricorn can be very stubborn.
And this card is very Cancerian. It's water and it's ruled by the moon.
Yes, exactly. And so you guys can make the connection here, but he said to me, quote, you will stonewall me and then not articulate why that happened or what it's about. So I still don't really know you. you keep this secret pocket just for yourself. And now I'm reminded as I'm speaking into this microphone, reading off of my phone, something the prisoner said to me about when he was texting me locked in my room and I wasn't texting him back. And he was texting me, I am your fuck toy. What is my purpose? While I was just not responding to him out here doing dang karaoke. But yes, I do think in a love reading, it can be someone who has unattainable intimacy and also someone who, you know, embraces their mystery.
Yeah.
And in a love reading too for yourself, sometimes in an advice, I sometimes see it, especially if it's reversed, like don't give so much of yourself away. You know, even though that's what kept the prisoner and I apart, but like I still think that that's like there's a wisdom in it, you know, and like keeping a piece of yourself for yourself.
Yes.
And being reminded of that sometimes. But that in a love reading, she can really mean it is all about you. Like prioritize yourself, because she does. The High Priestess definitely prioritizes herself, and she doesn't apologize for it. And that there's something about her in an advice for love that I read as, don't act disinterested and cool. Like be disinterested and cool. Like, and not disinterested, but you know what I mean? Like be yourself, like be whole on your own.
Yeah.
And like, don't try to, it has nothing to do with them.
Right. And yeah, and if it's like, I would say then too, that if you're pulling this card in a reading and you pull this card about someone else, I think it is too, it's like someone who is prioritizing themselves, or if it's reversed, it's like maybe someone who can't or has a hard time expressing their feelings.
Yeah.
And so it's like a good reminder to like to not take things so personally.
Always. I feel it's just, it really is never personal. Even when it's personal, it's not personal. Do you know what I mean? People can hurt you, but it's not because of you.
Right.
You know, I also read this interesting thing about this card. You know, sometimes people in tarot like to take a card and ask it yes or no. And that if you can't do that with the High Priestess.
Right.
She won't tell.
Yes.
Because that's not like her thing. So she doesn't do yes or no.
Yeah. She's complicated, and she kind of lives in the gray.
Yes. Which is where a lot of the truth is. You know? Because as much as like the prisoner and I were never together, he's such a fixture in my life, and I love him for forever. And I feel like we really know and see each other. I felt so seen in that moment. Like that's the most intimate thing that could happen to me in that moment. Yeah. And I really loved it. But he was all, I literally said, I was like, that's fair. And I've gotten that feedback before. And Hannah's gonna laugh really hard when I tell her this, because even when you and I have ever been like in like a little bit of a thing, I do feel like you like to call it, I get mad dad. Yeah. Just kind of quietly like in the bathroom or whatever, moving stuff around.
And I'm like a little like colt in my stable, like
and you love, and God bless you, Hannah, you love to be like, are you okay? And I'm always like, I'm great.
I was like, oh, no, she's lying.
It's like,
I know she's lying.
It's like, Dickie, just go to therapy. You freak. Just go to therapy. Christ. Sometimes when you pull the High Priestess with other cards.
Oh,
I love these.
I love when you talk about
these little fun pairings that come up. Yeah. So if the High Priestess comes up with some other cards, there are some meanings that I really love. So if the High Priestess comes up with the Empress, it can really be about motherhood and obviously the feminine. But there's so much in tarot that is about like predicting pregnancy. Yes. Kind of shows you how it was like really used back in the day. But High Priestess and Empress is like the first thing that comes up for me a lot when I like search pairings. That it's about like babies on the way. Baby. Little baby, magical baby. When the High Priestess when the High Priestess is pulled with the Magician, it can be about internal changes becoming external changes. Or if it's the Magician first and then the High Priestess, external changes that need to become internal changes.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, like sort of like the direction that you need to be focusing. Especially if you're like looking for change or an answer. Like, okay, it's not outside, it's within. When the High Priestess is pulled with the Hermit, she's saying, go inside. Go inside, bitch. Lock the doors.
If you're tired, take a nap.
Take a nap. Don't touch grass. Touch duvet.
Go touch your duvet.
Go touch your duvet. Turn on the electric blanket. Turn off your phone.
Yeah.
Yeah, like really, really lock the doors.
Yeah.
And then I love this too. So, you know, we were saying the High Priestess doesn't do yes or no. She can always be about non-reaction usually, unless the High Priestess is pulled with the Two of Wands.
Oh.
Then she can indicate bold action needs to be taken.
Okay.
And if she's pulled with the Eight of Wands, then it's about your action needs a plan.
Okay.
So take some action with a plan. You're
Cool.
like, okay, all right, sweet. High Priestess with the Tower. Obviously, what would you think that would be, Han?
I would think
Pop quiz hot shot.
pop quiz hot shot. Oh fuck. Gosh, I mean, it doesn't bode well.
No.
Is it like like a nervous breakdown, or like a like your
systems are collapsing.
Yes, there's like an internal like
Yes.
a crisis of identity or faith or something.
Yes, huge upheaval.
Yeah.
You know, and that like, yeah, it's happening from the core.
Yeah.
Like you're coming back different.
Damn.
Dom,
Dude.
damn, Daniel. And then I love this too. The High Priestess with the Moon. Oh my God, my cat is sitting on the button.
God, that scared the shit.
You and I just locked eyes across the pod. Like, I literally,
Someone's getting our neighbors being murdered.
I thought someone was thrown out of a car on the 5 freeway and was doing their Wilhelm scream.
Oh no.
Anyways, oh my God. Yeah, sorry, hunk. He sat on that big button. He sat on that big button. I'm not gonna make any jokes here. Okay, the High Priestess with the Moon.
Okay.
She's happy. That's what we were saying. That it is about going to your dreams and your subconscious for the answers.
Yeah.
Letting them, you know, go to bed that night. Say you want to dream about it. Put a little journal next to yourself.
Yeah.
And journal in that journal.
Journal about it.
You journal in the journal about your journals. And you journal on. And that's about all I've got for little pairings.
Yeah. I love that. I think we
Covered it?
covered it.
I think we did too. I'm like, what did I even say on this podcast?
I don't know, man.
That's what happens when you don't sleep.
Yeah.
you just lying there staring at a wall.
Pillow princess.
Pillow princess. Like, what was it? Passenger princess?
Passenger princess.
Yeah. I was sitting shotgun in that bed. I was riding shotgun.
You're like,
Was
you
riding.
let Jesus take the wheel.
Yeah. Jesus, take the pill.
Jesus take the pill. Plan Boaz.
Well, everyone, thank you so much for listening to us be insane.
Yeah, thank you guys. Hope you had as much fun as I did. Oh, and just a quick shout out to Claudio, because I know he gets a little sad if we don't talk about him.
Hey, Fozzie Bear. Yeah, tell us a little fact about Fozzie Bear lately.
What's a little fun fact about? Now I feel shy.
Well, I'll tell you. Now I'm shy.
Now I'm
about it.
shy.
Now you're all High Priestess about it. That's very much like in Lord of the Rings, like, keep your secrets. Okay, Gandalf. Keep your secrets. I think I love that meme so much.
It's so good.
His little like face looking at keep your secrets. When I came home this morning and I saw Fozzie Bear leaving.
Yes.
And he said, see you at work, sister. See you in Burbank. And I was like, yeah, sure.
Sure, Jan.
Sure, Jan. Like, no, I'm taking a sick day, babe. I'm staying home. Mama's got to recover.
Mama's got to recover.
Mama's got to touch duvet.
Here's a fun fact about Fozzie Bear. He's not drinking for all of Q1.
We love that.
Yeah.
You and I aren't doing that, but
I'm not doing
we're
that.
supportive of
I
that.
support it.
As I like slurp this little course.
Yeah. But the boy in true Capricorn
Yes.
style has some real discipline.
Yeah, you were saying to me like he can't even be tempted.
No.
Like there's no.
He will not budge.
There's not a chance.
It is impressive.
He made a decision and he's like sticking with it.
Yeah.
For Q1.
Yeah,
we were doing, I don't know if we talked about this on the last pod, damp Jan.
Yeah.
We're not doing dry January. We're just doing a little damp January.
Yeah, moderation.
Yeah, it's drizzling over here sometimes.
It's fine.
It's fine.
It's fine.
Oh my God, my curse. Well,
all right.
I guess that's enough dilly-dallying.
Yeah.
Although I could sit here in these electric blankets talking to you forever
I know.
about all our little nasty adventures with our beautiful. I will say this, Han. We're talking about two beautiful men here.
Yeah, they're both very, very like.
It makes me happy.
Makes me happy too.
I mean, looks aren't everything, but when you can,
they're
be
not
like,
nothing.
They're not nothing. But sometimes I swear to God, when you look up and you're like, damn.
Yeah.
You know, and even myself, this is a funny story. In the middle of the night, I got up to pee or whatever. And I did that thing where I was like, I'm going to turn on the lights and I'm going to be like, oh no, you know what I mean?
Right.
And I had the opposite. I turned on the lights and I was like, now there's a smudged little cutie. I was like, that kind of hair is actually good on me. Like a little like tossed ponytail.
Yeah.
A little like little under eye mascara, very flush little cheeks. I was like, damn, this is a look.
I love it.
I was
It's
like,
so cute.
I walked back in true Dickie fashion. I was like, I just looked at myself in the mirror and I'm so cute. He's like, oh, we're like in a full dark like the whole time. He's like, yeah. I'm sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I believe it.
And I was like, full twinkle toes back into the room.
Aw.
Hi. That's why I came in. I was like, hi, bye.
Hi, bye.
But anyways, turn that light on. Pleasantly surprised sometimes.
Yeah.
We're cuties too.
Yeah.
Well, my loves, my cuties at home,
Little cuties.
we want you to know that we're with you
From the womb.
to the dang tomb.
Bye.
Good night and good morning. Good night.